Hi, I'm Brandon Pluchinski from North Lima, Ohio. I am the Farmers National Bank Greatest Golfer of the Valley champion for 2016.
Hi, I'm Joey Sloan from East Liverpool, Ohio, the Greatest Golfer 2016 runner-up. Oh, it was great. I had a bunch of my family there watching, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, a couple of my aunts came in from Columbus, so I had a big group of supporters, and it was great playing with Brandon.
I thought it was an extremely fun golf tournament, just being able to play around here and play with local competition.
Oh, and if you're from the Valley, you want to win the Greatest Golfer of the Valley title because it gives you a little bit of prestige, I think.
Going into the Greatest, starting with the scramble, I thought it was really fun. Walking in the next morning, I felt pretty confident, but I knew that the pins were going to be a little tricky. So I said to myself, I got a 3-shot lead, it's pretty comfortable, and I knew Joey was second, and I know Joey's a member there, so I felt like Joey had an advantage on me, but I felt like the 3-shot lead, I could hold him off a little bit. And I felt really well warming up on the driving range. I hit the ball really well, and got a few extra putts in and went to the first tee box, and it started, and I hit the ball in the bunker.
Well, I knew that I was in pretty good shape because he was struggling a little bit, not just hitting the ball, but on the greens, and I was hitting the ball pretty good. So I figured that if I could just make 3 pars on the closing 3 holes, I would have a pretty good chance of winning.
So I'm like, all right, I can make a little comeback here. I got 17, which is a par 4 that if I hit a good drive, it's an easy par 4, and 18, which isn't an easy par 3, but if you hit a good drive and you're feeling good, you can make a birdie there too. Because I was feeling pretty good. I got a lip in, and I didn't make a single putt the entire round. And I go up to him, I'm like, I got this. He's like, all right, I got faith in you. And I hit this putt, I'm like, this is dead on line. And it hits the back of the cup and goes right in. And I'm feeling really good right now. Because I didn't step it in, but I'm like, this is right on. It can't miss. And it went right in the back of the cup, so I walked 18.
I had a little bit of nerves coming down the last couple holes as more and more people started to show up. Coming into the final hole, I played a little more conservative route out to the right, trying to let the slope bring it back down the hill.
Walking up to 18, I'm pretty sure I was playing 178, and the wind is going right to left. So I'm trying to land it right on top of the ridge or right over it, and I take a swing, and it lands, I'm pretty sure it was on the back fringe, because I guess I hit it a little too hard, so.
And I hit one into about the same distance, but just right of the hole. Coming off the 18th green, I was a little frustrated because I wasn't able to close the deal after I'd played a really good round of golf. But I knew that I had a really good opportunity to play one more hole and grab the title, and we both 2-putted for pars to go into the playoff. I remember when we signed our cards and we were walking to the playoff hole, everybody was saying, you know, great playing. You just have one more hole to go. Just play well.
I don't think I've ever had a playoff where there's been this amount of people there.
I had won the draw, so I was able to hit first, which gave me some confidence. It's not an easy green to hit, and even if you do hit the green, it's no guaranteed 2-putt because there's a lot of slope to it, there's a lot of undulation. I'm
going to take the exact same swing, try to put the ball almost in the exact same spot except on the green, and hopefully I can make the putt for birdie this time.
Brandon hit a really good shot with pressure on. He hit a pretty similar shot to where he was in regulation play. It's not an easy putt, it's a downhiller, breaking back towards the water, and to have already had that putt before, I think freed him up a little bit.
As we're walking up, I'm hoping Joey's ball is playable. I do not want to see him have to take a drop there.
So Dennis helps me find my ball, and it's buried in the hazard left of the green in really thick rough. It's 8-10 inches tall, and when you're in a hazard you can't ground your club, so that added to the difficulty of the shot. So I set up, I had to hover the club above the ground because you can see I was in a water hazard there, and I made really good contact. I got it out, I didn't leave it in the weeds, I got it on the green, and I knew that I had a good look to make the par.
I had the opportunity to make it and be aggressive with it because the putt didn't get away from me when I thought it was going to get away from me in regulation. So I felt very good about it, and I hit it, and my caddy's like, I think that's going to go in, and it did the exact same thing it did in regulation on the 18th hole. It stopped. It might have rolled maybe by the edge of it, but I'm pretty sure it stopped just short of the hole, and I had to tap it in par.
I was a little disappointed because I didn't win, but in the same token, it was my first year playing in it, so I was happy to be able to make it to the Lake Club. I was happy to be in the final round, and I was also happy to be able to put up 3 70 rounds 70, 70, 70, which meant that I played pretty consistent golf over 3 days on 3 really tough golf courses.
I feel extremely gratified that I still had the opportunity to win the golf tournament, and I didn't want to make a par to win the golf tournament, but that's the way it turned out, and I feel extremely well about it.